So before AdShake, before BBI, before hashtags, there was a man who wore brilliance like a suit. His name was Thomas Joseph Odhiambo Mboya. But let's just call him Tom Mboya. The smartest guy Kenya ever shot down. Literally. He was born in August 1930 in Kilimambogo around Nairobi area. But Kenyans aren't ready for this IQ. And so this guy came into this world only armed with two weapons. One, a pen and a brain faster than Safaricom bundles disappearing. And capture this. By his 20s, this guy was already a trade unionist. So, while others were waiting for jobs in newspapers, so this guy was already forming unions and giving colonialist migrants. Mboya was flying out America, organizing airlift program and sending Kenyans like Barack Obama for studies abroad. Like, this guy was a very wonderful dude. So basically, without Mboya, let's say there would have been no Obama today. So Obama knows Tom Mboya. Let's move on. And so in parliament, this guy was like an iPhone surrounded by Mulikamwizi, like MPs, the ones we have today. So in parliament, it was like an iPhone surrounded by Mulikamwizi. It was brilliant, eloquent, polished, and so deadly to any politicians who tried to argue with him with just a volume and tribal slogans. This guy was like untouchable when it comes to thinking and executing, brilliant ideas. This guy was a genius. And so just sit well and sink this. This Tom guy was not just a politician, but a magnet power, or a power magnet that scared many people, embraced many people. And you know what happens to someone who is too smart in Kenya politically? People are jealous, you're gonna defeat me, I'm gonna deal with you, Yeah, political issues, comes to you, to your face, accusations here and here. And when you are a threat to someone, actually he discovers that your time is up, or your time was up. Sorry for that statement. Let's continue. And on July 5th, 1969, this guy, my guy, the brilliant guy, was gunned down in a broad daylight in a government road, the now so-called the Moi Avenue. It was like a gangster movie without director's cut. Things were very, very, very bad. And so the country wept, politicians condemned, and justice, there's never been justice. So let's also gun this story down now. And so Tom's funeral just gathered more people than elections of this country. Even Jaramogi showed up without throwing a shade. It was crazy. And his death was the start of the beginning of silence. Not just for Tom Mboya or the voice of Tom Mboya, but for a visionary politics of Kenya. That was the start of fear and silence. Actually, they killed this man, but his legacy refused to die. It's still there. We have people who have brains like that of Tom Mboya, the guy who made Barack Obama's life to change once and for all and be the president of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching that story. Subscribe for more stories and relentless stories, political and non-political stories. Stories that teach you something, stories that you have to relate it with. today's life. See you next time.